it is Katassa here today. I decided to make another Sims build, but this time I decided to do it a little bit differently. So I'm doing a Japanese theme build. Kind of obsessed with all things Japan at the moment. So I grabbed a picture just off Google of a modern Japanese home, decided to attempt to recreate it with a bit of my own spin on it. So it has basically a sort of pool in the front, but I wanted to try and make it a little bit different. So I've added, you'll see later, but I've added a bit of a twist to the inside. I hope you enjoy it. So here I was just trying to sort out the front bit with a bit of a decorative sort of pool and tree bamboo area. I try to do a bit more landscaping in this one than I do normally with my other builds, just because like the Japanese are very, very big with their landscaping when it comes to houses. Obviously not with their flats because they can't, but they also tend to love rocks, I've noticed. If anyone is Japanese that watches these, please let me know if there is a culture thing when it comes to having a lot of rocks around here. Kind of done the colour scheme as kind of black against wood and then white, sort of black edging, so you'll see that. Yeah, here I'm just sort of landscaping the pool a little bit, as this isn't a swimming pool, this is just a sort of pond type thing. If I could put koi fish in the pond, I would. I'm kind of going all with the sort of much light everywhere in the house this time. So, but I'm trying not to overdo the windows to add a bit of definition to all of the build. It's rather annoying even with build objects on cheat that you can't put windows at the top where it actually works, which is slightly annoying. So I've put it there, but it probably won't actually show any light, annoyingly. But hey, these things are sent to try us. I've also done a lot of the symmetry, which somehow my OCD loves symmetry when it comes to windows. Trying to put the stairs into this home was a little bit difficult because I wanted to make the stairs a feature, sort of under the stairs a feature, so trying to do that was a little bit difficult at times. You'll see what I do with the stairs later. So this is the little twist that I put in. Basically, I've sort of seen it in some Japanese homes where they've actually got a courtyard garden in the middle of the home. So I wanted to add a little feature like that, just for something a little bit different. This particular time in building, just because it took me quite a long time to actually build these, I'm actually splitting this video into part 1 and part 2. So you get part 1, which has the build, and then you get part 2, which will be me furnishing the build. That will come out in the next couple of days. Annoyingly, we don't have a lot of Japanese style items for building and furnishing, so I'm going to have to be a little bit more creative with that. Yeah, here's where I remembered that it does help to have the stairs going up into the other floor rather than outside. So I wanted to do a bit of a feature here. I realised I had a little bit too much foliage there, so just sort of having a look around to see how I could make that into what I wanted it. I wanted it to be a kind of up to the outside while inside, so I believe I put windows in here. Here we go, here I'm putting some windows in. The Japanese do like their light everywhere, but at the same time they also like their window walkways, which is what I'm attempting to do around the sides here. Yeah, so this is open to everything, making their own little courtyard in there. Trying to do the roof was interesting because they do quite a lot of flat roofs that are overlapping, so I wanted to attempt to do that. So you hear that and then like, oh, I can put this all the way around. Well, this is easier. Here I was probably looking at the picture again and thinking, I need to get the windows up here symmetrical. Here I'm trying to figure out how to get the foundations to be black as well. They don't normally use a lot of stone in Japan, but unfortunately had to compromise a little bit there. Now is where I'm trying to figure out what to do on the other side. I know they do a lot of Zen garden stuff, so I decided to sort of do that type of thing and have sand on there with some trees and some rocks going in there. I very much wanted everywhere to be a very similar style, so I've got most of it being light wood floors, and then I tried to find a panelling that was very similar, so I've done this one. Don't worry, I do go back and do that blank bit because I find it later. Making sure all the walls definitely are white. There we go. There's that blanket I found. So here is the little bit under the stairs that I decided to sort of add later. I basically decided to do a garden under the stairs just so that I can just to make it a little bit of a feature. I very much wanted to bring the outside in with this particular one, but unfortunately there isn't a lot of oriental sort of plants, so I just had to make trees smaller. Okay, and that's, I believe, where I'm going to leave it. So I think I add a mailbox, and that's about it. Yeah, if you want to see me furnishing this, please tune in next week, and thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and push that little bell icon. Thank you.